It's an honor being here amongst the Nevada State Boxing Hall of Fame induction ceremony. You get to see so many great world champions that contributed so much to the sport of boxing. It's an honor and a pleasure for me to be here.
Yeah, I've seen, you know, like a real brotherhood between the fighters, and it has become like a very nice event, like a party.
It's definitely like we family. We spent so many years trying to kill each other, and now it's like we got so much respect and so much admiration for one another. It's insane because it's just all love. It's a love festival. It's like a family reunion.
Is there like a friendship between fighters? On how has that changed back then to now?
Well, back then you could never get too close to a particular person because in your weight division or weight division above you or below you, it's still a possibility y'all may fight. So you really don't want to get so close to an individual. But now that the fight game is over for us, and we just got so much respect and admiration because we know the sacrifices it took for each other to get there, to get to that pinnacle, to that level. So it's just, we have nothing to do but respect it.
Yeah. Did you ever have to fight a friend?
I did, actually.
How does that feel?
I actually fought one of my real dear close friends for the WBC title. I fought Monty Barrett. We fought for the vacant WBC title. And it was the hardest thing I really ever had to do because I felt like it was shots that I could get off and I held back because I really didn't want to hurt my friend.
Yeah.
So I never wanted to be in that position again, but it was the hardest fight I ever had.
Yeah, it's a real compromise you have to do, right?
Because your brain telling you yes and no at the same time. So I'm arguing with my mind, and then my body is not reacting in time because it's confusion there.
Yeah.
You know, my right side saying get him, my left side saying that's your man, and meanwhile my hand's not doing anything because it's confused.
Now there's 3 stages in boxing: amateur, your professional years, championship years, and then the after boxing years.
Right.
In amateur, amateurs fight for a different reason, for heart, for their team, for their family, and then the game changes when you turn pro.
Right.
How's that compared amateur to professional?
Well, with the amateurs, it's all friendship, and you know you travel the world together, y'all train together. It's more of a camaraderie type thing. Y'all all do things together. The USA versus the world, or Mexico versus the world, or Cuba versus the world, or England versus the world. Then when you turn professional, it's more individualized. Now it's okay. We cool. We spend time in the amateurs, but it's a business now. And the amateur is more of the love of the sport, but in professional boxing, it's a business. I don't want you to know what I'm doing. I don't want you to know how I'm training, because I may fight you. I might fight one of your stablemates. So it's my business. My business is my business, and I don't want you in it because we may have to see each other for dollars or for a title one day.
Yeah. And today, are you somehow related to boxing?
Yeah, I have three sons that's boxing currently. I got one 15-year-old amateur. I got one 154-pound undefeated guy, and I got my junior who's 12-1. He's fighting at Bridgerweight right now. But so I'm definitely very vested in boxing because my boys is right there.
Well, you know, we've seen that grow in the later years, father and son in the ring.
Right.
Do you come from a family of boxers?
No.
Were you the first one?
I was the first one.
Yeah.
So I had to learn everything on the job. I was the pioneer for my family. So I feel like it should be easier for my kids because I try to get them the blueprint and try to make them, whoa, it's a pothole over there, it's a landmine right there. So I try to avoid them and navigate them to have a much more successful rise than I had.
Yeah, and I bet you get more nervous when they get in the ring than when you get in the ring.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's definitely nobody wants to see their child get hit. I really got hit so they wouldn't have to get hit. I actually did it so they would never have to box. But my dad wouldn't let me play football, and I always said to myself, I'm never gonna let them tell my kids something they can't do. If they want to box, it's boxing. If they want to play football, it's football. Whatever they want to do, I'm supporting them 100%.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough sport,
It
but it's also a sport, and it's a noble sport. It gives a lot of opportunities, right?
Yes, it does, and it's only tough as you make it. You know, if you prepare properly, if you learn and condition yourself and weaponize your body the right way, it's not that tough. But if you want to be, if you want to be here and party and not give it 100%, then it can be tough. It can be brutal.
Yeah.
But if you marry yourself to boxing, and then you don't have to stay in it as long, because you can get in and get out with everything in order, all your faculties in order, with a lot of money, and then go to your post career. But you have to be dedicated. And the problem is, and why injuries and how it's so brutal, is because most fighters don't be 100%. This is the hardest sport, but people take it and be part-time fighters. Like, oftentimes you hear people say, well, I ain't in camp right now, so I'm not going to be in shape. Are you kidding me? And I was one of those guys, but I learned from that, from my kids. Don't become a part-time fighter. Always train, always year round, and unfortunately, most fighters, they don't do that. They wait till they get a fight, sign, sealed, and delivered, then they start training.
Yeah.
And that's the fallacy in boxing when you don't take it serious 100% of the time.
Exactly. Yeah. And does your kids try to emulate your style, or have you taught your style, or?
I hope not. I want my kids to emulate. I know they got heavy hands, but I want them to be able to box and set up shots, and not get hit, and don't go in there trying to prove anything and show how macho you are. I rather them, if they can hit people without getting hit.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Does the hunger of going back to, a lot of boxers, after they retire, they go back. That hunger of going back in the ring, how long does it stay with you?
I think it never leaves. I think it never leaves because even today, like I would get in there with the guys of my era if they wanted an exhibition, any one of them, just in case y'all looking at this video, I'm available. But, you still have life after boxing. So I'm content with my life. I'm happy in my life. But I would get back in there. It's just in me.
Yeah. And what do you miss about being in the ring?
I just miss the competition. I just miss the a lot of things that I've learned. It's an old adage saying, if I knew then what I know now, what I would do, right? So I could be able to show how to prepare. So I got better preparation. I got better skills. Because I know so much more, right? And I'm teaching my kids so much more. So now I would get a chance to put that on display, and I wouldn't mind.
Yeah. When you have a team, the coach, the trainer, the this and that, your corner, but when that bell rings, you're
on Gilligan's Island.
You're
you by yourself. Yeah. So
did you ever feel boxing as being a lonely sport?
I never felt it as being a lonely sport because, for one reason and one reason only, I always said, even though you get in the ring by yourself, you can't even tie your gloves. So I can't even tie my own gloves. So I need somebody, and I always know that I needed somebody. This is my success or my failures is not just predicated on me. I need a team. and you need a team. And people who think they did something, they won a title, you can't even put your own gloves on. How can you win a title? You need help. And that's the importance of having a solid team. You need a solid team. You just can't go get any old Tom, Dick, and Harry off the street. Come on, we're fight for a title. You're getting knocked out.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's such a thing as other life, would you be a boxer again if you?
I think I would, but I think I would take it a lot more serious. I think because of the things I've learned and the things I try to teach my kids, that it's not a long 20, 40 year sport, right?
Yeah.
But you can definitely get in and out of this, and you can make like a ton of money, and even though you need a team, it's not like basketball or football where the team, only you get the belt, only you get the prize. Even though it's a team, you need a team,
Yeah.
but it's you get the individual glory.
Exactly.
So I love that.
Yeah, because they can tell you everything, but you have to solve
Right.
the situation.
Correct.
Boxing is so incredibly fast that I don't know where you get. I don't know if it's an instinct to defend yourself with a punch that you cannot see coming because
Right.
they're so fast. Is there an instinct or is that preparation?
It's mostly preparation, but at the same time, you definitely need instinct, and you definitely need reflexes.
Yeah.
And no matter if you had the perfect reflexes, the perfect instinct, you're still gonna get hit. I've never heard of a person diving in a pool of water and not getting wet. So if you get in that ring, you're going to get hit, period. So now what you got to do is mitigate the damages.
Yeah.
So prepare yourself as best you can so the effects won't be maximum. There'll be minimal effects, and you can come out with your faculties in order, even if you do get hit.
Yeah. And now just to end, besides being here with your friends and all that, how does it feel to be honored and inducted to the Nevada Hall of Fame, which is in the place where boxing happens, here in Las Vegas?
Yeah,
it's in here. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's humbling. It's humbling because now it's not the money, but it's the appreciation. You put smiles on people's faces. You make them watch you for years and years and years. And all that road work and all that gym work and all that pad work and all those hits and all those shots, it's not for nothing. People appreciate it, and this is there giving you something. Look, this is a day for you, champ. They honoring you. So I definitely appreciate it. It was humbling when I got inducted, and I think that when you go out and you give your heart and your soul, for many years. And people, it's almost like they said, thank you, we appreciated you. Yeah. And here, we're going to show you this. So I love it.